Hey guys, welcome back. In this video we're going to do some stuff with these cases, like get these bearings out and do some vapor blasting, which is going to be a cool new thing to add to the channel and just get these cases looking dialed. So we got a bunch of things to do. We got to get some stuff out of the clutch case too, so we can get the paint off of it and get it ready for some new paint. So like some seals and some stuff for the oil lines. But anyway, we'll probably start with that, so I'll skip to that right now. And after that, we're gonna do some stuff to these cases, get the bearings out, seals, and everything that doesn't need to be here so I can do some vapor blasting. So let's get to it. Alright guys, we gotta get this clutch case here ready for painting. We'll see if it fits in the oven, but we might not, so we might paint it the color of the frame, but we'll see. We got to get some things out of it. We got to get the water pump bearing and seals, and this oil seal here, along with this oil check valve. So most of you guys have probably never seen any of this stuff come out besides the water pump, so let's see it. All right, we're gonna start off by taking this check valve seal out. Well, I'll probably have to get a new seal for this, but they're still in stock. There's the seal and the ball behind the seal, and there's a little spring so oil can only go one way. Now for the oil seal for the crankshaft. Washer in there and the seal, and there's the seal, kickstart seal, now we got the outer water pump seal, pretty wrecked. Let's get out some of these O-rings for the oil pump as well, oil filter. And now we're gonna have to press out the stuff for the water pump. So I'll see you guys over at the press. Hey, these dowel pins are still pretty new. So just get a rag and some needle nose pliers and they should pull out without damage. Alright guys, we are pressing out the water pump bearing and seal right now. We just got a 1/2-inch socket. Fits it real well. And there they are. Got the seal in half, but it was coming out either way and it was kind of wrecked anyway, so good enough. We got to remove the paint now and then we'll paint it. Alright guys, so now that we got that clutch case out of the way, nothing left in it, we'll do some paint removing and I'll show you guys that in a minute. But we got to get some stuff out of these cases. So as you can see, the main bearings on this 426 on both sides are peened in. So we're going to have to drill those out and heat these up so we can get these torque spits out. This side is all torque spits. This other side, there's a couple normal bolts, but they should come out. Once we get that, we got to get a couple more things for like the oil line, like this dowel pin, and there's this pin right here. So we'll do that. Got to get this bolt out too, and then we can do some vapor blasting. So I'll show you guys how I'm gonna get these bolts out, take these bearings out and seals, and then we can get to vapor blasting. All right, so we got a 5/32 drill bit here for drilling out the peen. Pretty much you just want to try and get off the little flange on the bolt. You can see there we're almost through. You just want to get it so that there's nothing to hang up the bolt on its way out and it comes out smooth. Alright, so we got through right there. We might have to get a new keeper. We'll see once we get it off and see what Yamaha has OEM. So I'll do these other 4 and then I'll get back to you on getting these out. Alright guys, we got them all drilled out, heated everything up a little bit, and didn't appear that there was any Loctite on the main bearing keepers, probably because they're peened in there, but everything else seems to be a little bit stiffer. So yeah, these have some orange Loctite in them, and it doesn't look like the main bearings have any. And the main bearing have longer screws as well, another difference. And the rest on the kickstart case clutch side is 8mm bolts.
Oh, damn.
All right, guys, we got all the keepers out of the flywheel side, but this Torx bit here, as you can see, didn't come out the way it was supposed to. We stripped out the head. We weren't really like prepared, and we didn't get that out super cleanly, and it stripped out evidently. And our Torx bit is kind of blown out too, which didn't help. So at least we got it out and didn't damage the threads or the keeper, but learn from your mistakes and do it cleaner next time. So I got the oil drain out, and next we got to get out this seal and the bearing for the clutch in here, the counter shaft seal, the shift shaft seal, and then do these bearings. So let's do it. And this is a sealed bearing here, something to keep note when putting back together. There's the counterbalancer, and the counter shaft fell out already, so we got to get the main one. Probably gonna have to press it out. There it is. Now we got to check the other side, but we probably got to get the main shaft pulled with the tusk blind bearing puller, so we'll see. So these tusk blind bearing pullers, crescent wrench and a 19 that you got to tighten, and it expands and grabs onto the bearing. Usually you need some tools to get it on there really good, and then you got to thread on the slide hammer into it. Usually get it all the way in if you can, and there it is. Pretty easy. Okay, so for the clutch bearing, you gotta tighten another one down here. Same thing, crescent wrench and a 19. Thread the slide hammer on again. And there it is. So this case is ready for vapor blasting now. I'll just get these bolts out that I left in here and get the oil out of it, and then we can do some vapor blasting. There's one.
Oh.
Those are too easy. That one probably will be too. And there we go. Seems like this one was colder than the rest of them. The rest of them were easy, but that's pretty much it for this side. Now all we got to do is take out these bolts, get the crush off of them once it cools down, and see about this. So we got to flip it over, but it might not happen. Alright guys, I know we didn't get to any vapor blasting today, but I think it'll work out. The video might have been too long if I threw all that stuff in, and I can get a couple videos out of it too. So next video I'll do the vapor blasting and some Cerakoting to the engine covers, so that should be cool. I'll do the clutch case with the frame video because it's going to be the same paint, so that might be next. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you guys like these new outros I'm trying. So anyway, see you guys in the next one.